Good afternoon. I got to say afternoon now because the call's at 12 noon.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. Welcome, everyone. So good to have you here on this beautiful Monday. And for those of you who keep an eye on the Facebook group, you know that I really want to today talk about some things we need to keep in mind as we prepare for the conference. And the other thing, let me see who here. I know Lou's not going to be at the conference. Who else here is not going to be at the conference? Pretty much. Oh, yes, Jeff, you can't make it out. That's right. I totally forgot. So Jeff and Lou, that's fine. We'll see you guys in October, hopefully. I want to welcome Kathy. So nice to have you here on the call today, joining us. I'm going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to everyone also, Kathy, just because it's your first time here. And so as you know, I usually go around the room and we talk about what is your number one goal of the week, or we celebrate a win some weeks. But this week, seeing as we have conference coming up, I would like you to introduce yourself like you would when you're networking or when you're, at an event. What is your elevator pitch? What's your 30-second introduction when you're meeting someone new at an event? So are you guys all okay with sharing that with us today?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And that way too, we can all reconnect again and familiarize ourselves again with what everybody does and who you are and where you're from and all those things. So, don't be nervous. I'm not testing you. It's just for all of us to practice, because at the conference, I think it's so important to really be able to effectively introduce yourself to people. And so that, well, number one, you don't go on and they glaze over and get bored, or that they can really understand who you are and what you do for a living, and why you are at the conference sharing. And you, Lou, of course, and Jeff, this goes for any networking event or anywhere you show up. So Charlie, you are number one on my screen this morning, so I'm just gonna let you go first. So give us your elevator pitch, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you, Vanessa. So Charlie Stivers with Cryptocurrency for the People, and I educate people on cryptocurrency and how to get started safely and competently so you can be profitable and take advantage of one of the fastest growing asset classes. We also scale that through publishing a magazine. Thanks to Achieve, they inspired me to publish a magazine, and it's called Goose. And we write about digital asset technologies, high value content, best practices. So we have a lot of fun with that. And usually like the best type of client that I work with is someone who's like dabbled in crypto already, maybe has a Coinbase account, a couple grand, and they're too afraid to make any moves. So I come in and teach them some things and help them secure it and get it safer.
Fantastic. I love that, Charlie. Did everybody feel like they get a good feel for who Charlie is and what he does? Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Hi, Lloyd. Welcome. Lloyd just joined us. So Lloyd, I was just telling everyone that today we usually go around the room and state our number one goal for the week. But today we're doing our elevator pitches because we have conference coming up and I want everyone to feel confident in how they are introducing themselves.
Okay.
So good to have you here. We'll get to you. So Laura, you are next on my screen.
God, I always have problems with that unmute button. I'm good though. All right.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. I'm Laura Armstrong. I am a 3-time world champion martial artist and a seasoned leadership and communication expert. I've dedicated my life to empowering individuals and organizations to reach their full potential. So whether you're a seasoned executive or an emerging leader, my holistic approach to leadership development will help you break through barriers and achieve unparalleled success.
Ooh, I love it, Laura. Succinct, quick, but it says the whole story. And I just love the whole martial arts background thing. It really
Yeah,
makes a
I
nice
teach
difference.
self-defense and martial arts as well. So that's just like a
Well,
bonus.
but you know, when it comes to the leadership thing, that is so
Mhm.
huge. And you and I've talked about that before.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
discipline thereof, it's all like there's so many parallels. So it's
Absolutely.
wonderful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks for sharing. Mr. Lou Vickery, your introduction, please.
Well, thank you, Vanessa. My name is Lou Vickery, and my brand is A Wise Word, the voice of generational wisdom. And this week, on Friday of this week, we will launch book number 22, and we're excited about that. So, this book is a sales-related book geared primarily for entrepreneurs. It's entitled Key to Self-Success, Winning the Head Game. Now that may sound familiar, Vanessa, but we've taken the athletic book we had entitled Winning the Head Game and just reversed it. We have the Winning the Head Game as the headline in the athletic book, but in the sales book is the byline. But I'm really excited about the book and opportunities. One of our reviewers said it's the best sales book he's ever written. And I have a co-author who only has 40 years experience in the training business. So between the two of us, there's 70 years of sales training experience.
I love it. And yes, same thing as with Laura. Of course, there's so many parallels between being an exceptional athlete and being an exceptional leader. There's just so much to learn from both sides. So excited to read that book, Lou. Thanks for
Thank you.
sharing. All
Thank you.
right. Adrian, you're next. So introduce yourself to us, please.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. My name is Adrian Emmanuel Mota. I own AIM Senior Services, which is a financial and insurance agency for seniors to help guide them through all the right products that they need when they're in their retirement. Could be retirement planning, could be life insurance, Medicare. I have a handful of services that I provide. I have a passion for seniors. I was my grandmother's favorite grandchild. And I can speak that with all confidence. And I just use that passion in the insurance realm to help seniors in the community.
I love that. I was also my grandmother's favorite grandchild. I don't know,
Awesome.
maybe she told all the grandchildren, don't tell the others, you know, you never know. But
Could have been. My whole family knew it was me though, so.
Oh, so you were you were outed as the favorite. I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Thank you, Adrian, for sharing. Mr. Mack.
I'm Franklin E. McDaniel. People that know me refer to me as Mac. I'm a senior enterprise specialist. I've had a 50-year career in distribution of photo, video, and sporting goods items. I'm concentrating working with veterans, law enforcement, and first responders. What I'm searching for is people that have services that can help upscale the people that wear that jacket. I had an awesome meeting with Liz Rutledge earlier today. She's coming on board. I have time set aside on Friday at 11 and 3 o'clock for anybody that wants to sit down and discuss what they do that could help the group.
Yay. Thank you, Mac. Everyone feel they know what Mac's about? Yeah. Thanks, honey. All right, Mr. Jeffrey Johnson, you are up.
Good afternoon, everybody. Jeff Johnson here. I am the cash flow repairman, which means I help businesses improve their cash flow through software and hardware technology in the payment acceptance arena. If businesses are accepting payments, trying to get paid for what they do the same way they have been past couple of years, they are not up to date and they are crushing their profits. So that's what I do. Big win for me is just finished production of the commercial and hoping to get that out soon. Wish I could be there this week, but having just been there for university and starting a 3.5-week vacation in next week, just can't make it out from the East Coast this time. So look forward to seeing everybody in October.
Great, Jeff. Thank you. And the commercial's Wonderful. Looks
Awesome. Thank you.
fantastic. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Kathy, so happy to have you here today. And like I said before, normally we would be sharing our number one goal of the week, but seeing as we are all introducing ourselves like we would at conference, we'd love to learn more about you. I can't hear you for some reason. Not sure why we can't hear you. You're not muted. Maybe just check your output settings.
How's this?
Yes, there you go. We got you.
I'm sorry. I didn't put my headset on and I forgot to change one setting. So, all right. So I am Kathy Domsch and I'm from Northwest Kansas. And so I'll be traveling out for the conference and looking forward to meeting everyone. And what I do, I'm an organizational coach. Have been an organizational coach for since 2017 and a trainer. So help organizations really define that mission, vision, and core values so we can improve that culture and have that organizational change within the business or organization, and then also leadership programs and training. So really developing those leaders and especially those middle management leaders.
Love it. More leadership. Bring it on.
Leadership.
Organization and leadership, something we own.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
just getting ready to venture off in the speaker realm. So.
Oh, excited for that for you and can't wait to see you in just a few days.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. All right, Mr. Lloyd Gooten, you are up
Number
next.
one, Jeff, I was waiting to have a drink with you on Thursday, and now I'm going to have to drink alone. So, I figured you want to come in early. And Kathy, I'd love to set up an appointment with you. It sounds like we have some synergy. So I'm Lloyd Gooten, and I help companies save a lot of tax dollars while helping employees get extra emotional, mental, and physical health benefits, along with supplemental benefits such as $100,000 term life, 60% disability, and accidental. So we have 14 different ways we help people and their families with no out-of-pocket expense to the employee, and the employer gets about a tax credit of $650 per employee that signs up. So the government is subsidizing this through tax relief. It's underwritten by US Health, one of the largest health companies in the country, and the TE Group administers it, who I work with.
Woo-woo. Yeah, sounds like fun. Anyone who needs to connect with Lloyd, he'll be at the conference, so take advantage of that. Scott, so good to have you as always. You get to tell us what you do next.
Yeah, I'm Scott Siri, and I'm a writer. I ghostwrite books, so people that want to be a published author, but they don't want to actually sit down and type out the whole book. I interview them and write the book for them. Their name gets on it. They get all the credit. I do all the hard work. I also copyright for websites, home, about us, services pages, help draw those people in that visit your site to become paying customers rather than just browsers. And I help establish authority. So if you have a business, everything else is set up. I run a blog or email newsletter for you that shows that you know what you're talking about, stays in front of people. People get constant information from you. So the next time they need your service, they know where to go to. I will be at the conference, so I'll get there Friday morning. And so I'll be there Friday and Saturday. So anybody that wants to meet up, let me know.
Visibility. Yes. Meet with Scott if you need more visibility and you want to write that book, but you're not sure how to go about it. So thank you, Scott. Wes?
Hi, everybody. I'm Wesley McGee. And when I was 8 years old, I got my first job putting IRS labels on envelopes for my dad for $3.50 an hour. We're still waiting on responses to those letters. My family is MDA Taxes, and our goal is to make a difference as your accountant. And so we, along with offering your normal tax and accounting services, we're definitely more lately trying to branch out into more murkier consulting waters. Definitely looking at a couple of different directions to take things, but at the very moment, we are offering high-level financial strategies to help people save for retirement and learn how to retire in a 0% tax bracket.
Okay, sounds great. Everyone understands what Wes is about? Thanks for sharing, Wes. Okay, Tracy, last but not least, my darling, we want to hear your introduction.
My elevator pitch, yeah, I got that down pat. I actually work with entrepreneurs to help them create powerful habits and set laser-focused goals. And I will be at conference. I'll actually be there Thursday with Marlene, working on my chapter with Achieve, and Friday and Saturday. So I hope I get to see all of you there.
Yes, please look up Tracy. Thanks, Tracy. Fantastic. So I'm going to share something funny with you guys. I wouldn't normally, and it's recording, so I might have to edit it out. But I'm really upset because my son had soccer all weekend and I wore capris. So I have a beautiful tan line, which I cannot get rid of in time for the conference. So I'm going to be in pants and long dresses for the whole conference because that's what my legs look like. So you're wondering why she's never showing her legs? Because I have a reverse sock tan line.
Can I just say that's a high quality issue?
It's a high quality issue, I know, right? But I can't wear any of my cute dresses that I was planning to. My mom's like, well, can't you wear stockings? I'm like, you'll see it right through the stockings. And I hate those anyway. So
Just go to a tanning salon and stick your feet in the bed.
well, no, I figured I could fix it this weekend, but it wasn't going to happen because my feet are white and my legs are white. I just have this strip here.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, isn't it sexy?
It's
All
a
right,
new
you
look.
guys.
You starting a
Tanning
new
booth.
trend.
Tanning booth.
What's that, tanning booth? Yeah, no, I don't think that would even work because it's just it's just too much of a discrepancy in color right there. Anyway, you guys, with that said, I thought I'd give you all a good smile or laugh there. I've been laughing at myself all weekend, all Sunday. So I want to talk about, we have 10 minutes here. I want to quickly talk about 9 things that you need to keep in mind as you go to conference this coming week. And if you're not there, this goes for any event, really. You can really apply this to any event. And the reason I want to highlight these things is because your goal for these events should always be to have an ROI, right? You're not just going to these conferences to have fun, which you are going to have fun. But the reason you go to these events is to build and grow your business, to be able to generate revenue on the back end of these events. And so how do you do that? Well, number one, you want to set a very clear objective for yourself. Define very specific goals of what you want to achieve at the conference. What are the things that are important to you? For me, those of you who've been through university have heard me say this, I always set a number of how many follow-up calls, how many discovery calls I want to get in my calendar over the weekend at conference. Your goal might look different. It might be something else. Regardless of what that goal is, this is the number one thing that's important, is please go in there with a goal. All right, have a clear objective, and then, you can take action to reach that objective. Anyone want to share what their goal is for this conference? What do you want to achieve at the conference? Anyone want to share? Oh, Kevin, we lost you for a minute, didn't we? I didn't get you to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everybody. My elevator pitch for this week is going to be working with Achieve Kids. So I'll be talking about working with Achieve Kids with folks at the booth and while I'm going around and chatting it up with people. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Kevin. All right, so number one, set clear objectives. Number two, if you at all can, research attendees prior to the conference. Most of you who are leaders have access to that list of attendees. The rest of you, who are your guests? Are you set up to meet with them at the conference? Are you going to hook up with them there and have more conversations with them? Set yourself up as a leader and lead your guests. You know who the speakers are. Research the speakers. Go and make a point of talking to the speakers, because the speakers are all industry leaders, and there's a lot of opportunity there, usually for collaborations, for power partnerships, those types of things. So know to the best of your ability who the attendees are and on what level you want to connect with them, right? What are the things that you can collaborate on with them or work with on them or on with them? Okay. And then your elevator pitch, have that prepared. And as we all heard, everybody here today is very well prepared to be able to introduce themselves. Number 4, dress appropriately. And I don't think I need to explain that to any of you. I feel like you are all speaking to the choir here. Everybody here always takes care and, you know, just put some extra thought into how are you showing up at this event? Are you representing yourself properly, right? Wear something that reflects your professionalism. Come dressed for success, all right? And then bring your marketing materials. Make sure you have your business cards. I always suggest having a digital and a paper business card. I actually am down to the point where I mostly have a digital business card. My paper business cards are coming near the end, but I still have a few for this conference. Have a few of those handy for those people who are not ready to deal with the digital business cards yet. Any kind of brochures or flyers or any kind of marketing materials that you can bring with you is always helpful for people. Number 7, engage in conversations, you guys. Really, do not be scared to initiate conversations. Be the one to walk up to someone and say, "Hi, I am Kathy. So nice to meet you. Tell me about yourself," right? We tend to sometimes wait for people to come to us. Don't be that person. Most people are fearful of making that first move. So be the person to make that first move. Be interactive and be the one to initiate those great conversations, right? And then, of course, probably something I'll be talking about more after the conference is follow-up. It's so important, you guys. Most people drop the ball when it comes to the follow-up, and that is the most important part, especially after Friday. Those of you who are coming to Friday morning networking, which is, by the way, way overbooked. I'm a little nervous. I hope we're going to get everybody in there. But yeah, make sure those connections that you make, you take their information and you do a timely follow-up. Follow up as quickly as you can. The early bird catches the worm. And then track your progress. Make sure you keep track of those people that you connected with, that you followed up with, and keep track of how those follow-ups are going. And remember, quite often it's necessary to do more than one follow-up. So keep track of that. And then last but not least, number 9, my favorite, my thing is stay confident and positive. Confidence is always the key to creating new business opportunities. If you believe in yourself, that person you're standing across from you is going to be able to believe in you, to value what you bring to the table. So when you introduce yourself, do it with confidence, do it with conviction, and that's going to assure even better success for you, right? So those are the 9 things I wanted to share with you today. My 2 favorites is number 1 and number 9, right? Number 1, have a clear objective as you walk into the room. Know what you want from this weekend and take the actions to get that thing. And the last one, be positive and be confident throughout the whole thing. Initiate those conversations, dress for success, all the good stuff. Anyone like to add anything or any questions? Jeff?
The trademark secret, tell your guests, sit on the left side.
Yes. Sit on the left side.
Yeah, because all your right side, you always move the right side people in the networking. See?
That is
So
true.
have a spot and get comfy.
I might just change that this time. I don't know. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know what Jeff is talking about, in the speed networking, usually the people who are sitting on the left side of the table get to sit still, and the people on the right side of the table have to move. So, you know, there's a little tip for you.
Thanks, Jeff. I needed that.
You needed that, Lloyd? All right. Well, you guys, I cannot wait. Those of you who are, Jeff will miss you, of course, and everyone else, we will see you in a few days. All right. Have a great week, and I can't wait. Talk to you soon. See you next Monday then again for this. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.